Hey, what's going on, family and friends? Ray Fuentes here, coming to you with a quick update regarding my former employer Linqto and their Chapter 11 bankruptcy case. Lately, I've noticed a handful of entities consistently reaching out to myself and other Linqto customers, soliciting their bankruptcy claims handling services to us. So let's call it what it is. These are organizations sticking their hands out, looking to corral a passionate community of investors, and in the process, stirring the pot, trying to scare us while attempting to create confusion in the market. They may say they aren't actively soliciting to us, but they most definitely are. I've already told them that I do not want to participate with their initiatives, but these people are relentless. They're messaging me on X, they're sending me emails. They know us Linqto customers are sitting on a gold mine, while some of us might be new to the private capital markets. So they're trying to take advantage of us while we're caught in these vulnerable times. And knowing that some of us have acquired SPV units in Ripple and Circle, some of us have unrealized gains according to their fair market value. Now here's where I actually agree with John Deaton for once. And to be clear, I'm not participating in his class action lawsuit. I've supported all of John's XRP Army initiatives over the years, but as a former Linqto employee and shareholder, I'm in a very different boat than most Linqto customers. So where I go, the path is for my steps alone, Ripple and still water. That said, John's point on claims trading is valid. There are companies actively offering to pay us cash right now in exchange for the rights to our bankruptcy claims. I wonder why. Maybe it's because of all that unrealized value. And my guess is that we'd receive far less than the face value, and then these assets will end up in their hands on their preferred trading venues. So excuse my language, but these snakes can go themselves. And at the end of the day, even though Linqto pioneered liquidity in the secondary markets, giving us the option to sell our positions early, many of us Linqto customers are long with our Linqto investments, meaning we're in it for the long haul, waiting for these companies to have a liquidity event, aka an exit, an IPO, a merger and acquisition. So in most cases, I do not believe it's in our best interest to cash out on our bankruptcy claims today. These bankruptcy claim servicing companies are saying on one side of their mouth in a direct email to me that they appreciate my objection letter filed on a pro se basis via the Epic's Claim Center, which means I filed it on my own with no legal representation. Yet they say in a public setting via X Spaces that it's going to be very difficult to win on a pro se basis. Again, they're speaking out of both sides of their mouth, trying to create confusion, trying to wedge themselves between us and our investments. These guys are vultures dressed in sheep herder clothing. Personally, I recommend waiting until the facts are on the table. We've got another hearing coming up Tuesday, August 19th, and I expect significant updates. Of course, if someone's facing a real-life emergency and needs immediate cash, maybe that's a different story. But for the broader community, don't let these opportunistic middlemen eat away at our bottom line. Let's stay patient, let's stay informed, and let's protect the value of what we've invested on Linqto's platform. Thanks for tuning in. Love you mucho.
Time is important right now to try to avoid adversity, okay? That's not to make everybody very nervous, okay? It's just a fact, unfortunately, okay? Pro se is very difficult, okay, in this scenario. Unfortunately, in many, many cases recently, many of which that were crypto cases, some of which that go back to Woodbridge, which are just fraud cases. You know, the judge tries to listen, but understands, look, my hands are tied, okay? This is a legal proceeding, ultimately, okay? And you are entitled to think through how to get legal representation, whether it's through the committee, if the committee's gonna listen, or whether it's through joining together and being ad hoc, okay? This is not a solicitation by me, for sure. This is not a solicitation by me, for sure.